Hey everybody, this is Jack Hammer. With the NFL free agency period set to begin on March 17th, teams are already starting to reset their rosters. Today I want to take a look at 5 players that the 49ers might look to re-sign for 2021. We're going to start off with Trent Williams, left tackle. It appears that San Francisco has made bringing Williams back its top priority. Everything that we're hearing from Williams in his public statements leads one to believe that while he has a very solid offer already on the table from the 49ers, he is holding out to see if any other organization is willing to step up and make a better offer. Williams has said that he's looking to become the highest paid left tackle in the game, a spot currently held by Green Bay's David Bakhtiari at an average annual value of $23 million. If the 49ers need to go there to get the deal done, look for it to be backloaded to create a low salary cap number for 2021, with a portion of the cap extending past the end of the contract, similar to what the Arizona Cardinals did with their recent signing of J.J. Watt. Watt's deal was reported as 2 years, $28 million. Arizona actually pushed $7.5 million into 2023, which is after the contract expires. That's all for cap purposes. This is a method that the 49ers have used in recent years to help reduce the cap hits of Laken Tomlinson, Arik Armstead, and Jerick McKinnon. Number 2, defensive end, Kerry Hyder. Hyder had the best season of his career in 2020, and the expectation has been that he'll be looking to turn that into a contract that would be above what the 49ers are willing to spend. Taking a look at some of the early contracts, though, that have been signed, if you take out Dak Prescott, the new deals that have been given so far are a little bit lower than the previously expected. This makes sense considering the lowered salary cap for 2021. When you look at Kerry Hyder, his best 2 seasons so far of his career have come while playing for the 49ers defensive line coach, Kris Kocurek. The last time Hyder moved on in free agency, things didn't work out very well for him. This may also play a role in the offers that other teams give, and perhaps Hyder will choose to stay with the person that has proven to bring out the best of him on the field. A 2-year deal in the $14 to $16 million range might be enough to keep Hyder in red and gold. This would be a huge win for the defense. With Nick Bosa looking to return from the knee injury that he suffered in 2020, having Hyder on the field in pass rush situations would allow Arik Armstead to slide down inside. This is what worked out so well for the 49ers on their way to the Super Bowl in 2019. Number 3, Jason Verrett, cornerback. This one might be a little bit of a stretch. The 49ers went ahead and stuck with Verrett for 2020, and after Richard Sherman went down, Verrett stepped in to more than fill the void. Verrett's ability to lock down receivers in man coverage is really what allowed Robert Saleh to utilize the blitz more often and generate a pass rush. While Verrett's season was impressive, it'll be interesting to see what his value actually is on the open market. You got to remember, Verrett has only played 39 games through his first 6 seasons in the NFL, and that injury history may lower what teams are willing to offer. Something with an average value in the range of say $6 to $8 million would seem to make sense and get it done, and pushing the higher cap hits into year 2 or possibly 3, depending on the length, should allow the 49ers to be able to retain Verrett's services. Number 4, Ahkello Witherspoon, cornerback. With no starters currently under contract, cornerback is the biggest need for the 49ers to fill this offseason. The 49ers will likely be bringing back Emmanuel Moseley. He's an exclusive rights free agent, and San Francisco can retain his services by tendering him at the veteran minimum. Even if the 49ers are chasing Verrett, they should pursue Witherspoon as well. It's unlikely that they would be able to sign both, and Witherspoon may be the better option anyway. While Witherspoon missed some time with injury the last 2 seasons, he's proven to be far more durable than Verrett. The 49ers' level of interest with Witherspoon may also depend on how they plan to deploy their secondary in 2021. DeMeco Ryans takes over as defensive coordinator, and Corey Undlin has been brought in to serve as defensive pass game specialist after spending last season with the Detroit Lions as their defensive coordinator. If the plan is to utilize more man coverage moving forward, Witherspoon's value to the 49ers should increase. While Witherspoon's play has been up and down throughout his time in San Francisco, he has shown the ability to be at his best when he is in man coverage compared to when they ask him to play in space in their typical zone looks. And last but not least, number 5, Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver. Bourne has been among the most dependable 49ers wide receivers during his 4 seasons with the organization. Sure, he struggles at times with drops. That usually only comes in spurts, though. And Bourne has been a solid receiver that has shown the ability to come up with receptions in clutch situations throughout his career. With the top 2 spots already being locked up by Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, the price tag for Bourne may end up being more than the 49ers are willing to pay for their 3rd wide receiver. The thing to look for here is how the market plays out. If the market ends up being lower than expected, there's a chance that Bourne could be back with the 49ers in 2021. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out in the coming weeks, and definitely we'll be back with more for you guys as it goes along.